And hi again, everybody. Welcome to San Antonio, Texas. Coverage of West Virginia women's basketball in the NCAA tournament after last night's impressive victory against the Mountain Hawks of Lehigh. As WVU was able to shoot the basketball much better than they did in Kansas City. WVU going over 50% from the floor. They made 8 3-pointers. West Virginia's Kaiser Gonderzik, no surprise, was the catalyst with 26 points. And she achieved a couple of benchmarks with those 26 points. She was able to get past the 1,000-point plateau in her Mountaineer career. The Michigan transfer was also able to score 1,500 points in her career. She sits at exactly 1,500 going into this game against Georgia Tech. Also, a big congrats to KK Deans, just as a sophomore, able to hit that 500-point mark for KK. WVU, well, now they've got the Yellow Jackets of Georgia Tech hailing from the ACC. Georgia Tech was given quite a fit against Stephen F. Austin in the 5-12 game. They were down 17 points at the half. They needed to force overtime before they eventually were able to grab a 54-52 win. So what do the Yellow Jackets bring to the table for a Tuesday night matchup? I caught up with assistant coach Craig Carey, who's got the scouting report. So, Craig, your first look at the Georgia Tech Yellow Jackets, what stands out about Georgia Tech?
Well, they're very stout defensively. They really clog up the paint. If you hold the ball, if you keep it on one side, it's going to be very tough to score. I think they're holding people to about 60, 61 points. So ball movement is going to be really important for us. They do have some explosive scorers. Their starting five is they're very similar to us. Their starting five is very, very good. And then once they get into the bench, they're a little thin. But good post players, they can shoot it. They can do post moves. Their guards drive hard. They have athletes. So, I mean, this is going to be a really high-level game.
Defensively, what are they throwing at us? Primarily man or a lot of zone? What's the scouting report there?
Well, primarily man, but their game yesterday, they played a lot of 2-3. They played a lot of 2-2-1, try to trap a little bit. So I think they could throw a lot at us. ACC tournament, they did a lot of hard hedging, switching the roller with the opposite big. So they do they try to confuse you a lot. So we got to be ready for anything. So
give me a few keys. Will it be ball movement? Will it be dribble penetration? A lot of things that I think we do pretty well when we do that well. So what's top of mind for you going into this?
I think majority possessions have to be at least 3 or more passes. I think the more you move teams that load up weak side, the more you force closeouts, the more you get by, the more you draw 2. And also fouls. Fouls going to be a big thing. Neither one of us have a lot of available players. So the foul game is going to be big. Kari can't foul. Esmeri can't foul. You know, we got to stay in that back line real strong because they start about 6'4", 6'5", so we can't get thin down low. So the ball goes in the air 5:30 tomorrow evening from the campus of UTSA. We'll be on the Mountaineer Sports Network at 5:15 with our radio coverage. Here at the Alamo, I'm Dan Zangrilli. Thanks for joining us for this women's basketball report from San Antonio. This NCAA tournament report is presented by WVU Medicine, official medical provider of the Mountaineers. Get back in the game. Reschedule your appointment today. Call 855-WVU-CARE or visit WVUmedicine.org.